Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another episode of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, we got called into a war. Well, I think that is what happened. Is that the two remaining AI regimes started fighting, and since we were having the defensive pact with our eastern neighbor, we were called into a war against our western one. Now, we have already done most of the movement for this run, I believe. We have taken a good chunk of land. We managed to push back the enemy attack over here in the north, but by trying to encircle them. Unfortunately, we didn't quite catch them. They probably started moving a lot more troops towards their main front line in here. But we have captured one of their solar panel production, or solar production things in here, which admittedly is not in a very high productivity quite yet. But I'm sure that that will change. We do still have a decent bit of industrial points remaining. So what I'm actually thinking... Oh, right, we got the truck station there. I'm going to upgrade some of the roads up to the crossroad over there, at least. Just to allow the supplies to flow through somewhat easier. What we might also want to do is build a small bit of dirt road. Oh. Oh, no, we just captured that, so we can't do that. Never mind. I was thinking of doing a bit of a shortcut over here. So that it would be allowing us to then... supply up this road, even if we lose that one, because we probably will lose that one on the next round. Let me just quickly have a look at the dashboard, because there's a new recording session. I need to remind me. So the light armor army, so that's, you know, we can do the light armor formations. That's about 2/3 done. The heavy wheeler is, well, it's still gonna take a while. Actually, which one are we designing right now? I suppose that's in the types. Oh, it could be the heavy armor. Or did we have a wheeler already? Hold on a minute. Oh no, it's the APC is getting an upgrade. Okay, that makes more sense. Right, but we could, in theory, design our heavy armor. And we've got plenty of colonists, and looks like our second city over here in Spokamania is doing alright. Population is growing, mostly... Well, it's just the natural growth, essentially, there. Alright, then. And we took... Oh, right, okay, yeah, the workers aren't really that happy, so... There's a bit of an exchange with workers over there, but it seems to be working just fine. We've got a little bit extra metal, not too much, though, but we're going to save up a little bit of that right now. But let's get to the next round, shall we? Let's see how bad the situation on the western front is going to be. There's a little bit of movement. I moved at least one to the north, and then they brought in troops there. I'm just hoping that our eastern neighbor doesn't suddenly get ideas on attacking us as well. No combats. Ooh, there we go, heavy wheeler 2. That is already done. Oh, Apollo has another auction. How expensive is that going to be? Oh, right, new design. I suppose we could design the heavy tank. Let's see, so start development. So for the heavy armor, we might go for something like, I think we'll go the heavy, or the 88mm high velocity gun. I'm gonna go for a bit of a Tiger design, I reckon. So we'll go for that one. We could probably go with the 100mm steel plating. It might not be the best, but it's like, beyond that, it just gets so darn heavy that your vehicle won't be moving too much. And it also gets very expensive, mind you. So we'll go with the 100mm steel plating. We'll probably go with the... maybe the double diesel engine. That might not be the best, but I think that's going to be good enough for now. Mr. Temple also help with feasts. How are we doing on... Okay, yeah, meritocracy is still the biggest one. So, yes, we'll help. It's 135 credits. It's not too bad. We can do that one. And the stock auction... Oh, right, minimum price 1,700. No. We got already 4 shares in there. I think that's good enough. Right, so they brought in a bit of troops there. Let's get one on the mountain there. We've got our recon. So what do they have in here? It's mostly infantry. Okay, so we can get our infantry along here. I wonder if we could get there. Oh yeah, we can. And this was... Oh, it's a level 4 Acrodome. Well, there we go. And then this one, right, the solar panel, that's a lot of power, actually, that we're getting right now. Well, that's good. That's good. We can probably go ahead and move along there. Of course, we've got the northern side, but we don't actually want to force too much stuff through there. What we probably should do, though, get a bit of dirt road to connect in here, so that we can get the supplies through here a bit further. We can probably use the, yeah, this militia to bring it a bit closer. I'm going to use the recon to figure out a little bit of the distance. Oh, right, we've got loads and loads of movement still. Okay, so we go back. Actually, we can probably pull these in here. Bring this infantry along a little bit closer. So those have moved. There's probably still units down here. Oh, right, they still control the thing there. It looks like our ally has taken quite a bit of land, though. I don't know if that... Oh, right, yeah, we have this unit heading down there to then help clear out the tunnel. Now, that is the only planes, but of course we only got the... Well, we got the defense thing over there ongoing. Did we... We did get the artillery, but we didn't actually move that in yet. I don't suppose... Do we have... Oh, yeah, we could do a bit of strategic movement. Now, we don't necessarily want to use too much of the... Yeah, no, you know what? We'll just move it manually for now. It's going to be safer for the logistics of the frontline troops right now, but it does mean that the artillery is going to take a while. And then we got another headquarters in here, didn't we? I may have forgotten to move that last time. There's the siege infantry battalions. I think we're going to go... Oh, right, actually. Where is the... Oh, there's a Supreme Command. Yeah, that's the siege infantry. Okay, so what we're going to do over here is... we're not going to go for all-out attack necessarily, but there's the... Infiltration. Infantry forces get a 40% attack and minus 30% defense. I think that's fine. Because that's going to allow us to use these soldiers then to push through the enemy lines. Is this one... So that's the first... Oh yeah, these are also going to be quite slow, aren't they? Right, because the artillery is not very quick. So these are going to be something that will probably... I guess that can move it ahead a little bit. But start using some of the strategic movement maybe on one or more of these. Not too much at a time, but at least a few points here and there. Now, another thing, of course, we've got the railway up to here, but that's not quite sufficient. We could start building the railway up to Spokomania. We probably can afford doing a bit of that. Let's see, that would be a lot of metal, actually. I'll do it there anyway. So that we can then eventually... Because that can probably sit there. And how are we doing over here in the Far East? So our eastern neighbor has been capturing a lot of land to there. And then in the north... Right, there's of course this mess over here that we can go ahead and clear out. Let's get back into the better supply for a moment. So we are going to have a... Oh, right. Did we get the... Yes, we did get the supply base over here. So we're going to have a truck station in here. We won't be able to build that in one round. But that is going to be the base for another city over here. It's a bit far away, but it's just going to be like a bit of a logistical hub for the northern wastelands over here. And then we'll have another city over there probably, which will be having a port. And that's going to be connected to, through the, with the help of the Maritime Trade House, connected directly into the port here. Actually, we don't even have a port there, do we? No, we've got the truck station only. We do want to have a port there. How much would it actually cost? I know that we don't have the metal right now for that. But for a port, it's a 400 metal total. It might produce some food, but I'm not actually entirely sure that it will. I suppose actually we can have a look at that. Oh, okay, so there is fishing, but it's only 50% of the value. Okay, so... we wouldn't be getting the 100 food from that port, but 50 would still be fine. Speaking of which, we've got a fairly good supply of food. Although we can have more. We've got a fairly good amount of oil. We've got plenty of ammo for now. Once we get the artillery into combat, then it's going to be changing a bit. We might actually... No, we're not going to use the strategic deployment on that one yet. So over here, for mostly... I mean, they've got a bit of... Actually, it's not nearly that much larger, is it? You know, it's part of a brigade. So it's a similar size, it's only infantry. Because they've got the combat armor and all that, so it's somewhat viable. We've got the recon, motorcycle recon over here, providing a bit of intel. And we did capture the... Oh, right, that's another 30 energy, right. How much are we losing energy right now? 280. Right, okay, that's a little bit. A little bit. We're going to hold on to the crossroad over here for the time being. until more reinforcements arrive to start pushing towards Weimar itself. Because I would... Oh, right, we did cut off that road as well. Oh, brilliant. So they don't really have connection between Dreba, or whatever this area is. Yeah, it is Dreba, actually. And then Weimar. We need to wait for the supply lines to be kind of activated on the northern coastline to move through there. But then we can start pushing in from the north and the east to cut off, basically surround it and slowly but surely destroy the enemy troops there. It won't be easy, I reckon. It should be doable. And actually, without further delay, let's get to the next round, shall we? Oh, there's a bit of attack. They took some casualties. They took about 100 infantry casualties there, so our troops held our ground. Ooh, new tech, geotechnics. By devising special machinery, we could significantly shorten infrastructure construction time through tough terrain. Okay. Another investment stratagem. Oh, right, that's actually one of the things that was asked some days ago from recording this, is the Model Design Council leader. Have a look at his stats. So, technician. I'm guessing that is a... Yeah, that is one of the things that is used. Level 27 already on that one. And it's got plus 60 on the rolls there. That's pretty decent. Inventor... Right, well, I suppose that's a total, but yeah, so that's Inventor 35. 6 sense is 7. Improvisation is level 7, so that gives a bit of boost there. Alright then, so it's not too bad. No theft. A member of the humanist schools. Okay. And government meritocracy hates a little bit of autocracy. We've got good relations, so that's good. Oh, right, so the design model, we got technical roll 118 there, and inventor roll 146. Pretty good. Right, so we had a look at that. I'm not going to go through all the leaders, it's so many of them. Oh, policy speech. Right, industrial assets to level 3, that would be possible one. Bureaucratic assets to level 7. We could also get that one. Or hexes we have recon. How many do we have already? We need about 200. I think I'm going to go with the bureaucratic asset, actually. Because that's one of the things that we can set up fairly easily in the other town. And appliance size, no, we don't need to do changes there. Formation type, we got 370 customization points. I wonder, so what we could, in theory, do is... oh right, we got the Machine Gun Infantry Brigade 2 already. But I'm thinking about the Siege Infantry Brigade. If I were to give some trucks to them, like enough to carry the artillery around, that might help. Let's actually have a look at the customization options there. They only got 10 artillery as well, so it doesn't need too much. But no, we can't add in that. Never mind then. No. Yeah, no, I suppose there's the motorized variant for a reason. Or motorized and mechanized. So we can't add in the different transportation options for them directly. So we've got the Machine Gun Infantry Brigade quite a bit already. We've got that already upgraded. To upgrade that any further, though, we need to have even more points. We could, admittedly... I mean, for the Siege Infantry, you know what? Let's customize that further. So we've got the Artillery and Infantry. We could put in something else there, like... Maybe if we put in, like, buggies there, that will give them a bit more recon, so the artillery that they do have will be more effective. That would be one option. We could put in some armor in there, like, I don't know, maybe some light... Actually, yeah, we've got the new light tank design, don't we? But before we do that, I'm going to have to double check. What was the light armor design that we did? What is it called, rather? Is it this one with the howitzers? Is it Crusader? What we need to add there. So, add armor, or light armor, rather. Just 10 will probably be sufficient. I don't think we need to have too much. And, yeah. So now we can immediately deploy those if need be. I don't think we will, but in theory at least we could. Right, let's keep on moving some of these units in here. I don't want to cause too many issues for the logistics though, so I'm going to be somewhat careful with the strategic movements. We could, in theory, move that one over there. Now, in the north we've got a little bit more supplies, but it's actually not that great of a situation yet. It's a bit of a long distance, mind you. How are we looking on metal? We are getting a little bit. We probably are still using a decent chunk up here. Yeah, that's going to take a while. So I should probably not waste any more resource. But I suppose the bureaucratic asset, I'm actually going to start to... Yeah, we're going to start doing a small construction over here. What we can do is we can just put in a... Actually, that was just... Let me double check. What was the demand? Government profile reaches 54. Humanity score. Average social morale 81. I mean, it's currently 88%, so it's not too far off. And we made a promise of bureaucratic assets. Right, so it needs to be things that produce bureaucratic points. In that case, which... got level 1 there already. We could get a university. I think that... that's a research points. Okay, so that doesn't actually help there. Okay, so we'd have to do that back over here then. Do something different. I mean, we could get the level 2 university, for example. Wait, no, that still doesn't give us the... Never mind. Bureaucratic Office 3. That would take quite a bit of resources. That would definitely increase the bureaucratic point production. We've got plenty of power, so that's not really the problem. I think we've got plenty of workers as well. So the only problem is going to be the heavy cost of extra metal, but that is a possibility. You know what? Yeah, we'll start that upgrade. It will delay some of the other stuff, but that's honestly not the end of the world. Let's get a bit more extension of the walls over here. Oh, right. Oh, it updated the... Okay. We do actually have a decent range in here. We'll capture yet another town. Bring these in. Actually, that can probably push forward as well. We're going to keep that over there as a backup. The artillery did already move. That did already move. We didn't start striking on the enemies in here, but we did have the one battle down there. So they tried to attack south to capture the farming dome, or agri-dome over there. Alright then. They haven't pushed too far. I'm just going to go ahead and double check that. Oh yeah, they got another road over here, so they might still have a unit up there somewhere. Oh, right, there's a metal. Let's bring these in. I'm going to try to encircle this enemy unit in here, so that that will be easy to retake. And then all the way up here in the north, we'll slowly capture more and more land. Like, if it's 4 tires per round or something like that, it's still worth it, honestly. And then we might want to get some more troops down here, actually. But we don't really have a lot of good units to spare currently for that. I mean, maybe... No, actually, that wasn't able to capture anything, was it? I think this one might not be needed anymore in here. I'm going to start sending this one up to the northeast slowly. I mean, it's we're just going to skip through this empty area over here next round. There we go. So, oh, they built another road. Well, I mean, I suppose that doesn't surprise me. How much metal is there still? Oh, there's 8,000 there. Well, there we go. So we managed to basically run through the northern side pretty much unopposed, at least up to there. I think once we get in here somewhere, there's going to be a bit more fighting. So once we get to Hollister, we'll probably pause there with the troops. I'm sure they got troops defending Weimar itself. We might be able to get a unit to cut off the supplies for these somewhat. Not necessarily fully, but at least start threatening the enemy a bit further. And once we start getting some of the siege infantry in here, we can start dislodging some of the light infantry that they have in here. They've got fluid defense. Infantry and artillery get 40% defense. Mechanized forces get minus 30% defense, but 30% attack. Okay. I mean, it's an interesting choice. Yeah, we do not have any... Oh, right. So what was this one? Right, this was just a machine gun infantry over here. Like, it's true enough, we need to upgrade some of this. Although these ones actually were not upgraded. Let's see. Upgrade to the... We'll probably go for the AMG-3, actually. Takes a little bit of resources, but that also is going to give us a lot more defense in here. Right, let me just double check the dashboard. Yeah, we did use the customized points. Power banks are 30% done. Light armor army is still going to take a while. The heavy tank, which just recently started, polymer armor hasn't been researched yet. The jet engines will soon be completed. That's been taking a while, but we're not focusing on the air stuff too much. Let's get to the next round, shall we? Oh, yeah, they're moving a lot of troops in the south. We may need to pull back the troops in the southern tip there until we get reinforcements. Just hold the ground or until the reinforcements do arrive. But no combat. Okay, soldier morale did not improve. We got the jet engine researched. Oh, right, they abandoned this area. I suppose they may have gotten somewhat cut off in here. And yeah, Drebba is getting threatened pretty hard. Let's get this back to the crossroad. We may need to... Oh, actually, no. We'll stay there. We'll use that to cut off the supply lines briefly, at least. And there we go. We're actually getting really close to the city. We'll get that one along the... Actually, we can probably get both of these along the road. We'll move another unit over there. Start moving more of the siege infantry and the artillery, I suppose, as well. We could probably afford moving at least another one with strategic movement. We'll get it all the way there. Now let's have a look at the... right, yeah, no changes needed there. And Air Force research, okay, so we could get the... There's the various linear techs. And then there's the rocket engine, I suppose that would be a... let me have a look at the options, actually. Let's see, air, so there's these. Lightweight alloys, that's also a linear tech, I believe. Yeah, it's a linear research. So the rocket engine, I guess, is going to be the only one that isn't currently that we have unlocked. The other thing, getting the lightweight alloys would make the planes, improve power to weight ratio of flying design. So we might want to go with that, with the lightweight thing. It's going to take a while, but that's going to be fine. Oh, and we could upgrade. Oh, spikes level 5. I'm tempted. I am tempted, actually. You know what? Sure. It does reduce some of the modifiers in there. All the various cores that we have in there are going to be dropping because we don't... or it's divided by the level, essentially. Right, so that's going to move along the road up to north. And then down here... we go ahead and capture a few more tiles of ground. Mostly empty ground, mind you. We have yet to get the truck station in here, although next round that will be completed. It's a very long distance, though, so it's not exactly ideal, but it is what it is. And the bureaucrat office we started to... Oh, right, that was only 3 rounds. I thought that was 4 for some reason. But yeah, so that is underway. Let's keep these troops moving. We've got a somewhat solid front line. We cut off Weimar, at least briefly. So that's going to cause some issues. They also lost the Dome Farm and another Agrodome. That was just some free folk over there. In theory, I could get to next to Weimar. Oh, really? But they don't actually have that much troops in here. They've got a couple of headquarters and that's it. Wow. I suppose they were desperately trying to head down south to help with the defense there. In which case, we're going to stop that, or stop them from heading further south, I think. And there's the siege infantry. Did this one? Yeah, that one did move. We could probably move in some more of these headquarters along. There we go, so those have moved. Once we get the metal mine, actually, that's going to be brilliant. Because that is going to allow us to then build up the railway up to Spokomania, especially. But also build a railway heading west, because that is honestly going to be allowing such so much more supplies flowing through, and just the resources going back and forth to cities and all that. So that's going to be needed. And then well, I don't know, we might not get Dreba, but I'm hoping that we can cut off our eastern neighbor from heading further west over here, at least. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes, though. Let's get to the next round. Let's see what their response is to our... Oh, they did manage to open up the route, but they tried to attack us somewhere. They took a whole lot of casualties. Not entirely sure where that battle took place, actually. But yeah, we killed 300 infantry. Let's have a look. Oh, discovered new model quad machine gun. There we go. And we discovered... Oh, right, there we go. Armored army. Now, we won't be able to do that one yet, but it's just we can then research it now. Okay, so let's have a look at the battle. Where was that? I'm not actually entirely sure. I guess it was over there, but it doesn't show the arrows or anything like that for this particular one. Okay, let's get these in here, and I suppose... Can we get... well, I guess we can get a unit there. Oh, this is part of the... Oh, right, this is another machine gun infantry unit over here. What is it? No, it's a third machine gun... Okay, so where is that one, then? Is this? Ah, right, so we don't actually have any command for that one. Interesting. Right, well, I suppose we could put in a stratagem over here for the I guess maybe the fluid defense. That could be a possibility. There's 40%. Or we could go for just the general defense. That's also 40%, but less attack. I think I'm going to go with that one. It's infantry. It's kind of meant to just hold the ground, really. Right. I'm going to get that one into a bit high ground there. Yeah, let's get to there. I wonder, actually, if we could capture Weimar. I mean, in theory, yes, but I don't know. Do we actually know? Oh, yeah, they've got decent bit of stuff on the headquarters over here. They got machine gun infantry, 500 or 400 machine gun infantry, 400 regular infantry, 100 RPG militia, and then 10 buggies. So not necessarily enough for us to really push those back yet. But we have cut off, well, not really cut off, but we've caused some issues for their supplies for sure. Let's bring on more of these troops down here. And that one's not going to be too far from helping now than clear out of the situation. Oh, they got small pockets, okay. Infantry get 40% attack, mechanized forces at 30% attack. Minus 30% defense. Oh, interesting. Actually, that is very interesting. Now, let's keep on moving some of these troops along here, and then, of course, this one had to go up north. Let's also have a look at the decisions. So there's the budget allocations. We're not going to do changes on that. I'm fairly happy with what we have right now. Motion to have meritocracy reach 61 points. Currently 55. I suppose we can take that. It's not going to be too... or like, it's a possibility that we can reach that. Economic Council task priorities, we don't need to change that. Same with the model design. So I think... Actually, yeah, we're going to keep this as is for now. Maritime trade expansion quarrels. We could get the extra commerce. Or we could get wealthy friends. If we go... You know what? Yeah, we'll go with that. And, oh, there's another bid. No, we wouldn't have a lot of money if we did bid anything, so I'm not going to do that. We have been losing a bit of credits recently, but I suppose we're also fighting a bit of a war right now. There's a lot of workers that are getting hired and all that. Thanks to the new buildings that we've captured. Plus, I suppose there's still the construction work down here. Yeah, the bureaucrat office are still going to take a while. The truck station up north has been completed, at least. And for that, I might go ahead and let's just make a new zone. Well, I do see that we actually pretty much at the end of the episode. So what I'm going to do in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and set the borders for that. I think it's going to be going pretty far south, actually, somewhere around here. So it's going to take a little while, unless I don't want to really do it on camera. If you did enjoy this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.